Hey guys, so today I'm really excited to share with you guys this big haul. I did sort of a different thing, a big collective type haul. I wanted really to be able to show you guys what I thought about the different products, and I like to at least have used things a couple times when I share them. So what I've been doing over this past month, because I haven't really gotten any like huge groupings of things together all at once, other than I ordered some things from Chanel, but I didn't really want to do a video just showing those things. I decided to, as the month went on, and you know, anything little that I got, anything big, whatever, any type of makeup, sometimes it kind of gets forgotten, you know, and then you forget to talk about it. So what I did is I would take like my receipts, or I would take if the product had a box, and I would put it in this little basket that I have next to my table here. And so I thought, you know, I'll do just a collective haul video that'll kind of remind me what I need to talk about and kind of remind me of what to use and stuff. So I'm really excited to share a lot of things with you guys. I got an order from Chanel, like I mentioned, and I got several different things from Sephora here and there. A couple of things when I actually went to certain stores, like the cosmetic market. I got some skincare stuff, a Tata Harper item. I'd never tried her stuff before. A couple different little things, a drugstore item. And yeah, I just want to share with you guys these things that I've been enjoying. Quickly, I'll do an outfit of the day. I don't really want to say outfit of the day. I really just want to talk about my necklaces and stuff because this, you might notice, this is just one of those little Target tops. It's just very simple, but I'm really excited about my necklaces because I finally got a Kendra Scott piece. I've never had anything by her, and it's very affordable, very pretty. I bought some necklace or some earrings for Christmas presents a couple years ago, or was it last year? But I'd never bought anything for myself. This necklace I'm freaking obsessed with. So it's just a simple, like, pretty stone. It looks like an opalescent type stone. The back of it's so pretty, it's just really nice. It has like some gold plated hardware, but I just really loved it. I thought it kind of looked imperfect. It just kind of looks natural. It's pretty. And then I almost flipped this morning when I saw this next to this other new necklace from Bauble Bar that I did not buy these to go together, but oh, it's flipped. Oh no. This necklace, I know, go figure, I got another Y necklace. I'm on a Y necklace band. If I get any more, I'm not ever gonna be, I've got so many, like, but I love them. They're my favorite. You guys know I wore that tassel necklace so much. That's my favorite Y necklace. I don't know, this one maybe, it's like my favorite Y necklace from Bauble Bar, and it's got the pave like accent right here. And I always said, you know, I wish that there were more Y type necklaces that had the accent here, because rather than it being at the end, because I always tuck mine in, and I just like that look better. I don't really like it like dangling around most of the time, but I was so excited when I saw that Bauble Bar had these that had different stones, and I chose this one that had like, it's like a natural, like really lightish green looking stone, but it matches this, and they just look so pretty together. So I just love the way that it lays, and yeah, this is a good combo. So if you're curious about my necklace, I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way, and I wanted to share those with you because I'm really excited about those. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with my Chanel stuff that I ordered. First, I mentioned, okay, when I did the, can you see me? Can you tell what I'm doing? No, I was trying to grab my box. When I did that Chanel video where I did like the collective like collection of all my Chanel items, it reminded me that I wanted to pick up another one of the Fauve eyeshadows. And I was telling you guys, or I think I put it in the down bar because I wanted to say this in the video, but I was saying if you're gonna order like a Chanel makeup product and you know what you're wanting or what you're gonna get, I would always suggest to order from the actual Chanel website. A lot of times they do free shipping and you get really good gift packaging. This is all from one order, but one thing was back ordered, so they sent it in a separate thing. You get like a keepsake box. Your receipt comes in this thing that's almost like looks like a handbag or something, you know, like it comes in this nice envelope, and you get, I think I got a little card. And look, they come in like, the packaging's really nice. It has like this little seal. It's just a little special. And another good reason is that you get really good samples, and I'll kind of tell you about the ridiculous sample that I got, which is kind of hilarious. I was talking about like with the little cards, and you know, if you like to keep little things like that, I don't know, I'm just saying it's better than sometimes just ordering from a department store. And if you're really into Chanel stuff, it's kind of fun to have like an extra little box. I know in the past, like when they weren't doing the keepsake boxes like those, they were doing, like my stuff came in a big like black dust bag that was almost like a handbag dust bag. I don't know, just something to think about. But this is what sort of started it all, my fauve eyeshadow. And you guys have probably seen me talk about this before over the years, but I know I haven't used up all of my old one, but it's nowhere to be found, and it's kind of upsetting. I'll probably end up finding it and having two, but I don't think so because my stuff's pretty organized right now. But I've worn this a couple times since getting it. Their eyeshadows are really good. I mean, they're just really, to me, all the ones I've ever tried are really pigmented, and this is just a really beautiful, cool plummy purple that has a lot of sparkle to it. So I thought, okay, you know, I'm so in love with my number 2 brush that I use for bronzer and contouring. You guys have seen me use that a lot. And I'm really impressed with the couple of brushes I have, and now the other ones. This one and then the blush brush, I really love that. And I was using this for contour, but I actually went back to using it for blush because I do really like that. But washing them and stuff, they hold up really well, and so I thought I want to get another number 2 brush because I have tried similar ones in other brands and nothing compares to that one, and I just really love it. So I have a new one of these. They come in nice little velvet pouches that you can save and keep. Yeah, mine, so yeah, you can tell mine has been used, but I mean, it's got a little fluffier. It's not like frayed or anything. The brushes aren't cut, they're like placed in the thing in the shape that they're, I don't know, I've read something about it, but you can really tell when you wash them because they don't frizz out. You know, I thought, I know that I love the brushes, so I was looking at all the different brushes they had, and I decided to try a couple of eye brushes, and I'm so glad that I did. I got the number 25 large eyeshadow, and I got the 19 eyeshadow blender. You know, of course, they come with the little velvet thing too, which this is great when you're traveling. I have used those before, but okay. This, I will say, is the most basic looking brush, and it has like, you know, it kind of flares out at the end. And I will say this is nothing like any other brush that I have. My one that's similar from Sigma and from MAC doesn't flare out and poof out at the end. It is more tapered at the end, so it's more flat like for placing. This one, I love that it poofs out because you can use this brush for everything. Like I have been using just this brush lately, really just these two, and have been loving them. So you can get the eyeshadow and place it, but then you can also use that end to blend and blend color into your crease. And then this brush is perfect with it. This was the item that was back ordered. It ended up coming like 2 days later. It is the 19 eyeshadow blender. And what I love about this is that it is a bit more precise, but it's still really soft and big enough to where you're not just like, some of these that are smaller, you feel like you're just drawing a line and it's real hard to blend. You have to use something else to blend. This one places the color really precise, but it's soft and fluffy enough to really blend it out. So I like these that are more dome shaped and small. This is a very unique brush as well. So I'm really, really happy with those. I got a couple more things from Chanel. I got the Amber Kohl eye pencil, and I think in a recent video I was talking about my black Kohl eyeliner, and I was mentioning that I really wanted a brown, and I've used this one several times, and it's just really soft. It's a really good brown, and it blends really well. You can, you know, take it and smudge it. This eyebrow, a little weird. And then I got a liquid eyeliner because I'd never tried theirs before, and I was thinking, you know, something that I am missing right now is a good liquid eyeliner because my Makeup Forever ink eyeliner, the one in the little, you know, kind of like this, it is drying out and it's a little old, so I thought, you know, I'll try something new, and that's what I'm wearing today. I have used this quite a few times, and it's one of those that if you're not used to liquid eyeliner, it may trip you up a bit because it's, you know, it's just the very typical kind that has the brush. If you don't have a steady hand or you're just not used to applying it, you can make a mess with this, but if you're used to liquid eyeliner and you like that thick black effect, then definitely try this because I do like it, and it wears really, really perfectly throughout the day. Like I mentioned with the samples, you get to pick 2 samples, and I picked the Sublimate eye cream, and I know this is their really expensive line, and I thought, okay, you can't go wrong with the eye cream. First of all, I freaking love it, and I don't like that I love it because the full-sized one for 0.5 half an ounce is $250. I don't think that's gonna be something that I'm purchasing, but I am really enjoying this, and I hate to say that I kind of do notice a difference when I use this, so I mean, you should if it's something that expensive, but the cool thing is that this is 0.1 ounce, so it's literally a fifth of that size. This is like $50 worth of eye cream that I got for free. And I thought the other day, I was like, maybe I should place another order and just keep getting a lot of eye creams, you know? And then I'll just, it's kind of bad though, right? Not really when it costs $250. You do what you gotta do. And then I tried this Le Jour de Chanel because, you know, they have the day, the night, the weekend, that whole line, and I've been curious about it, and this is the one that has the salicylic in it for the daytime, and I thought I would really like it, but I wasn't really into it. It was very alcohol-y smelling, and it was very sticky, so I'm glad that I got the sample so that I could try that out. But the eye cream, if you need anything Chanel, go to their website because they are doing, that's a very good sample. Okay. So a couple things. I'll go into the Sephora things. So these are some different orders that I placed. Of course, you guys may have seen the Makeup Forever, the video that I did with the Stick Ultra HD foundations. You can check that out below. I will link to that, but I did purchase both of these in a light shade and a darker shade for contouring. All of that will be in that video. Really loving those, and you know, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time being redundant in this video talking about those, so you can check that out. The Marc Jacobs Shameless Blush. I said that I wanted one that was more peach in tone, and this is so, so perfect. When I first got it, I thought, oh gosh, I hope it's not too dark, because I really wanted one that was like a soft, peachy coral. And you're not really gonna be able to see it. I am wearing it today, but what I love about it is that it is very blendable, it's very sheer. So I think a lot of people see this and they're expecting, like, you know how like the Burberry blushes or some of the Chanel blushes, they really, like, when you first put your brush on it, it picks up so much. And that's good, and sometimes it's bad for me because sometimes I feel like I have to be really careful, especially if I'm using this type of brush, like this Chanel blush brush, because it can kind of place too much sometimes. I freaking love this because it's supposed to be sheer and that you can build it up. I can make this stuff, I mean, you can see it looks peachy and pretty, but you can really make this stuff as intense as you want, and it layers just very sheer, and I feel like that helps it wear better throughout the day. I feel like this wears really well. So it's just a different type of blush. I don't want to say different type, but you know how some, you feel me, some are just more sheer than others, but this is extremely, extremely buildable, and I love it. So the whole line is the Shameless Bold Blush, and this color is actually in Shameless. I picked up a new Nars Translucent Crystal Setting Powder. I have used up one of these before, and I think I mentioned that I was getting another one of those. I just love that for setting powder. I really have been enjoying that, and I really like sometimes using a product like this that is so incredibly sheer. It sets without feeling like a powder. It's a very odd product. It feels almost papery when you swatch it, but when you put a brush in it, a brush picks up the color, but your finger won't. It's the most bizarre thing ever. It almost feels like one of those like fake testers. It's cool. It works really well. It's good for setting your under eye area and your whole face. I did get a new brush. I got the Makeup Forever 108 straight foundation brush. It is a bit different. It's shaped a little different than like a typical foundation brush, but it is very much like one of those typical, you know, painted on type foundation brushes, and I find that these actually work the best with the Ultra HD or the HD foundations. I find myself a lot of times using a lot of this, and I know in the past when I used the actual like original HD, I remember thinking that I used up so much of it in one time, and I feel like it's because it's very thin and it really sinks into brushes. We want a lot of coverage, and you know, you want to build it or whatever. This I think is pretty much the best brush you can use, or the best type of brush. I don't want to say you have to buy this particular one, but I do really like this one. I like that it's very wide, and it works perfectly. That's what I used today with that foundation. And I am the color 115. R230 is what I have in the full size, but I got a sample of the 117 Y225, and the difference is that this is more yellow toned and that one is more pink toned. This one is the shade that I actually use in the stick, and I'm more yellow normally toned in foundation. And that's what I'm wearing today. I actually tried this sample, and I think I prefer the 117. I like the more yellow toned. Although the pink toned one is totally fine, the 115, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna have to go out and buy a full size of this one. I'm gonna ditch, you know, the 115. I'll totally use all that up. It's not that big of a difference, but when I do repurchase it, and I think that I will because I love this stuff, I'll definitely go for this. Like I said, this was from a bunch of different, just several different orders. So the Bare Minerals Ready Eyeshadow is some of my favorite. The Truth Quad is my favorite. I used the Top Shelf Duo in that recent bronze video, the tutorial that I did, and it is like one of my absolute favorite duos for bronze. I mean, it's the best bronze, I think. I just love that. And I thought, I love these eyeshadows so much, maybe I need a few more. So I got sucked into it. I went online and looked, and I thought, okay, this is perfect. And this one's called The Happy Place, and I have used it twice since I got it and really like it. And I think I'm gonna do a tutorial with it soon because it's so good. I love things that you can just do one look with one palette, you know? It was before I think this was probably the first thing that I got. Before I did the Chanel stuff, I had placed an order for some of these Marc Jacobs lip pencils. I originally got the Primrose and then the one called Honey Love, and then I went back later and got the Nudist. Ended up returning the Nudist and Honey Love because Honey Love was very bright and similar to something I already had, but kind of bright, too bright almost for a lip pencil for me. The Nudist was very brown and similar to something I already had. But the Primrose, if you are a lip liner person, if you are not a lip liner, you have got to try this. This is literally the best lip liner I've ever tried. So when I first got it, I was using it just as a normal, it's right there next to that brown. This is a normal lip liner. I was working with any of my colors. It was dark enough to wear with darker colors. It's natural enough to wear with nudes. And it's perfect enough and close enough to my lip color, but just a tad darker to just pair with a clear gloss. So it's kind of like, I would say, a dusty rose. Not too bright and not too pink. It's just perfect. That's what I'm wearing today, and I really like it. So you guys have got to try this. If you are, I thought about this earlier and I thought, well, this kind of just encompasses everyone. I was going to say if you're a mother, if you're a busy mom, someone that's busy at work, school, or if you're just anybody. I think everybody would fall into the category of, like, if you're going to do your makeup, you want it to last. You need this because it is the most long-wearing lip product I've ever used that feels comfortable. Like, this stuff will not budge all day. It's nuts. So you can put just a little bit of a lip balm or just a light clear gloss and then use it as a lip liner and then fill it in. It's gonna be on forever. And then I got the Nars Tonga, and it is a very, I'll make it big line so you can see. It's a very natural looking nude, and it's like a lip nude. Some nude lip pencils look too purpley. They look too brown, or they're just too concealery. This one is so perfect. This is like my lips. If I drew this on and filled it in, it would just look like my lips. But which is good because if you just want to kind of smooth, which is what lip liner's for, it really creates a natural like contour to the outer edge of your lips without looking like you've drawn on a line. So, you know, just kind of smooths everything and just creates a natural shape. So Nars Tonga, I've been really impressed with, and you can fill it in and make a really nice nude lip with that. Okay, Sephora is selling Burberry now, which is super exciting. I went on there and I love their eyeshadows. What I'm wearing today is the Pale Barley, which is not that. It's right here. They have this one on the site too, although the last time I looked it was sold out, but they probably have it now. But this is like my go-to color. If we're gonna go on a trip, if we're gonna go somewhere where I don't wanna take a lot of makeup, I know I can bring this, and I can even use the little sponge that it has if I don't wanna pack brushes. And I can put it all over my eye, I can put it under, and I know that it's like everything that I'll need, and it's so pretty. But I wanted like a darker brown and a color that I could pair with that, which is sort of what I did today, like in a more natural way. And this is the Taupe Brown. And these colors are just so buttery and like super pigmented. This one is so crazy because you can use it like more intense, like as a liner. You can really like accentuate your outer V with it and make it a lot darker, or you could do like I did and just do a soft wash and it just works. So this is a good color, and that's what I wore today. You guys know I love the Glam Glow mask. I've repurchased it a couple times, and I always like to have a mask that's kind of like that, like a detoxifying mask, because sometimes I break out, and you know my skin's been really good lately, so knock on wood, but I like to have a mask like that, especially since my skin's a little oilier and, you know, you can get clogged pores and stuff. It's just nice to have a mask like that. And so instead of repurchasing that, I decided to get this. This mask is by the actual Sephora line, and it is the Purifying and Mattifying Mud Mask with zinc and copper. And this thing really gets super good reviews. Their skincare stuff is made in France. It has really good ingredients. You know, you sometimes see like different lines made by an actual store and you think, oh, that's the store brand, whatever. The Sephora store brand stuff, I've never been a huge fan of the actual cosmetics, their store brand stuff, but a lot of their actual store brand skincare, body lotions. I had a body lotion in the past that's long gone. I remember I really liked that. I really like that nail polish remover. They've got some winners, and this one is so freaking cool. First of all, it has amazing reviews on the website, which I think means something if a lot of people just consistently give it good reviews. And a lot of times this is sold out. I think to get this, I remember I had to put my name on the email thing, and they had to email me, and within a week, you know, they emailed me and then I ordered it. This really truly does what it says it does. I used it this morning, and then I've used it 2 more times before that. I find that it works better if you use it in the morning, although it works great at night too. But so you put it on. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks very similar to like the Glam Glow masks, and to keep it from drying out, I would say always keep this little inner thing. It just helps. So it looks very similar to the Glam Glow, but it has, it's not cooling like the Glam Glow, which sometimes can get a little irritating. So if you're not a fan of that, try this. It has kind of almost like, you know how some products, like if they're really scented with like a green scent, like a fresh grass, like fresh mowed grass, or a fresh, like a fresh green scent, that's what it smells like. So it goes on your skin and it dries similar to that, you know, similar to the Glam Glow. It changes colors, it gets a little lighter. And when you rinse it off, it claims to be mattifying but softening, and it truly, truly does. It literally leaves your skin looking so matte and soft. Not dry and matte. It is like moisturized but matte and soft. Like I've never, when I rinse this off, my skin feels so soft, and if you use this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it is so, so cool, and I would highly recommend this. And it was very affordable compared to the Glam Glow. For how much you get 2 ounces, and I believe it was $17. And I believe for a similar amount of the Glam Glow, it's around like $50. So, ugh. For something that I actually use up and will repurchase, this is so worth it, and I actually really like the results of this one better. And it has like clarifying ingredients in it too. So, okay, so we're almost finished. I've got one more Sephora product to show you. So when I ordered something a while back, one of the samples that I chose at checkout was the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in Lovecraft, and I'm a fan of the Kat Von D line. Some of the things in general, you know, some things I really like, so I thought I'll try some of the lip products. And this Lovecraft color is so pretty. It's like that color I think a lot of people are like going for right now. It really goes well with that Tonga and the, oh gosh, the Primrose Lip Liner. It's kind of that dusty mauve color. Lovecraft, perfect. And don't you think that packaging is so cool? So I looked at the full-sized ones and I saw this, and it is called Noble. And it is a really good nude that I really, really like. They smell good. They're not overly vanilla scented. They're not as strongly scented of vanilla as the MAC lipsticks, but they have that faint scent. So here's what it looks like. You can see it next to the Lovecraft. It is just absolutely beautiful. It is a nude. I don't say like a statement nude, because it's not one that you can just put on and be like, oh. Of course it looks a little softer because I have a little bit of that lip gloss on and a little bit of the product from before, but you can see it's like it's a really pretty peachy nude, pinky nude. I don't know. It's really pretty. Okay, super pretty, very nice. I would say if you're into nude lips, this is a must. And when I first got it, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I love this, but do I have something similar? And I was like swatching it next to other things. I couldn't find anything that I had that was exactly like this. So this is my like go-to nude if I really want a nude look. So love that. Okay, and this is perfect, so I'm gonna use this over it, but I went back to the cosmetic market, which is a store that sells a bunch of different brands that is not a widely known like chain store. I think they started in Nashville, and then now there's one in Alpharetta at the Avalon. And I got this Jane Iredale, which is my first Jane Iredale product, and it's the lip gloss in Soft Peach. And I really like this container because it's plasticky, so when you get to the end, I think you can kind of squeeze it against the, I don't want to squeeze it now because the product will come right out, but you know, so I like the way this is shaped. It's just a very like, it's so pretty on top of that Kat Von D Noble. It's a very, I don't want to say opaque because it's not, but it's not going to be one of those glosses that just looks clear when you put it on, you know. It really gives color, and it's very, very shimmery, and it is very, has a fruity scent, but it's a little on, I don't want to say on the sticky side, because when it's on my lips it doesn't feel sticky, but when I put it on you can tell it's a little thicker, but I like that because it means it's going to stay on longer. So I actually really love that color, and I didn't have anything that was similar to that, so that was such a pretty combo. And then my friend that I was shopping with really likes the Tata Harper line, and she was showing me all of it, and when she put this on my hand she was like, feel this cleanser, and she like put the cleanser on my hand, and it's a scrub. And I was like, okay, I freaking need that, because it's hard to find a scrub that has like enough scrubbies but not too many, you know what I mean? It's a daily exfoliating and clarifying treatment, and I use this mostly at night. Sometimes I don't use it every single day because I have a skincare regimen that I'm happy with, that I really like, but I didn't have an actual scrub, like an actual physical scrub, so it's nice to have this one. I got it in this smaller size. They also had a huge size. This is the 1.7 ounce, and this was, I think, $32. Her stuff is, it says 100% free from synthetics, toxins, fillers, artificial fragrance, colors, and animal cruelty. And it has like really good ingredients when you read it. Like you can tell what everything is, you know what I mean? A very natural scent. It says our fragrance comes from flowers, not chemicals. It's a cool brand. It's very natural. It's a very creamy scrub. So when you use it, it's almost like it moisturizes your skin, like it makes your skin feel really comfortable, but it's a good scrub too at the same time. And my friend texted me and was like, did you know you're supposed to use this on dry skin? Because she's used this for a long time, and she's always used it just like as you normally would a scrub, like, you know, you wet your skin and then you put it on. But yeah, it says to use it on dry skin. I've been using it on wet skin, but I can see why you would want to use it on dry skin, because it says it activates the enzymes. And what's funny about this is that when I first used this, it reminded me of the Colleen Rothschild enzyme exfoliant like cleanser, which I don't have any of that right now, but this reminded me of that, and I actually love that product, and that's similar to how you use it. It smells exactly the same, so I guess that's why I like that so much. Oh, and then one more thing, this I grabbed from Target the other day, and I flipped when I saw that L'Oreal, and maybe this is like I'm so late to the game on this, I don't know, but I have not looked at this in so long, but I looked and they had this line of like lipsticks, and it says the nudes, and it was all their different like model, like J-Lo and Eva. So it says like Eva's nude or Jennifer's nude, and I thought, okay, I gotta get J-Lo's. So it says J-Lo on it, and it's J-Lo's nude color, okay? I bought this because it was J-Lo, but seriously, the most wearable nude lipstick ever. So it has a beautiful shine to it. It's like a rosy nude that I freaking love. Like I can just carry this in my purse and put it on, and I don't feel like it's like a nude paint. Like, not that it's like a nude paint, but the Kat Von D one in the Noble, it's more of like you would probably need to be a little more careful with it, and it would be like a nude lip look. Whereas this one is something you can just take with you and put it on, and it's gonna give your lips like a nice, like shinier, natural nude look. But yeah, the J-Lo, what's it called? Jennifer's Nude is so, so pretty. So definitely check that out. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did. It was kind of fun going through a bunch of different things together. Now that I look at it, I think I probably should have broken it up a little. I shouldn't have like saved so much stuff. I didn't think it was gonna be this long, but I enjoy long videos. I think it's kind of fun sometimes, especially when you've got so many different things to talk about. That's my favorite. I think sometimes if you're just talking about one specific thing or just a handful of things in videos, it's kind of like, I like to have a wide array of fun stuff to talk about. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend and that you had a wonderful week. I'm trying to think of when I'm going to post this. But yeah, hopefully you spotted a couple things you were interested in, or maybe, you know, just for me doing swatches, or you seeing how it looked on me, or whatever. Maybe you'll discover something. Maybe it'll be a little bit helpful. But as always, I will link to what I can below, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.